welcome to yet another edition of Rockin' Comics. I'm still Zach.
I'm Amy.
And today we've got a little bit of news, some reviews, and of course some comics that rock. News-wise, I don't know if it's really news or not, but we've got two major events launching. One has already launched for Marvel, Fear Itself. The one coming up for DC is Flashpoint. Here's the thing. This is what... don't get me wrong, I like big crossover events because I think they're cool. I have a problem with feeling the need, because my OCD kicks in, and I want to buy all the titles. However, for Fear Itself, if I were to get all the Fear Itself titles, there are like a dozen that have the Fear Itself name on it. That's not including the ones that Fear Itself will impact, like the Avengers and stuff like that. That's just random story-only titles that they're making just for Fear Itself, whether they're one-shots or like 2 to 4 arcs, 2 to 4 issue story arcs. That's a lot of damn titles. But the thing that kills me is Flashpoint has 17, not including the main Flashpoint title. I'm sorry. There is no way I am buying 18 titles just to find out how the Outsiders dealt with Flashpoint.
I'm pretty sure it's going to run people like $200 before you're done.
I'm not doing it. I'm not.
You have to really like Flash, and I really like Flash, and I still can't do that.
I am getting the main title for each book, Flashpoint and for Fear Itself, and I'm just going to hope for the best.
You know, I'll probably pick up some of the other things. Like I'll probably get the Batman one.
Okay,
you know,
right.
There's at least 2. That's the thing. There's 2, and there's 3 books in each series, so that's 6. There's 6 of those that I might get.
And some are one-shots, some are 3, some are 6. Like with Fear Itself, one of the things I'm getting that is just an offshoot of it is the Alpha Flight title, but that'll be 8 titles, or 8 issues. That's just kind of an outspring of what's happening. That's not even labeled in the Fear Itself world.
Right.
So many books to buy. You could buy one or the other and probably spend more on comics than you have possibly ever in a month. I've done buy the entire run of tie-ins. It's pretty awesome coming home with a stack that thick, but finding time to read them. So that's basically the news thing. Oh, here's what I will say. I will give points to DC. Why? Because they're holding the line at $2.99. None of their books are more than $2.99.
That does not include your one-shots, though. Your one-shots may go over $2.99.
Oh, those bastard people.
Yes, that's their problem.
I take back what I just said. Forgot about that.
Here's my deal with this, though. If you wait long enough, they're going to be in so many trade paperbacks.
That's true.
You could probably just wait and get out easier if you wait on the stuff that's not
I would say
in there, you know?
Get the core books for both. And then, like, if you happen, like, some of the, like, I get a couple Batman titles. Yeah. There will be tie-ins. I get a couple Avenger titles. Those will be tie-ins. The rest, wait for the reviews back. Because some of them, take it from me, I've bought crossover the entire line before. Some of the titles they say are in the arc, like have the name on the front, and someone will say something like on one page, and the rest of the book is fluff to get you to buy that book after that. Not really a fan. So that's what we're going to do. You should do the same. Because we said. Unless you got money falling out your back end.
It's like 2 to 1 here. Come on.
Or,
really.
like I said, if you got money falling out your backside, you know, buy a bunch and share with us.
Fill your car up with gas, go buy comics. Oh, I don't know.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Now, you have cool stuff and news about, we talked last week. Was it last week?
May have been last week.
There's a new X-Men animated feature coming from Japan.
Yes.
That, by the way, I didn't realize this, that was penned by Warren Ellis.
Yes.
He penned it, so it's very much...
I believe he did all 3 of those.
Yes,
the X-Men, Iron Man,
and Wolverine, right?
Wolverine, that's it. I think, and he was involved in all 3 of those.
Very nice. Now, you have gotten a sneak peek somehow.
I watched the subtitled version of the X-Men anime.
And?
I liked it. I have to tell you, when I first started watching it, I was like, ooh, I don't think I like this art style. I'm kind of not feeling it. But the more I watched it, I was like, okay, actually, I do like the art style. It's, I'm afraid it's going to be typical anime fighting stuff where you kind of just, you see lots of explosions and this is going on and oh my god, and you just kind of have to wait. and then piece together what happened after it's all, like, after all they've done all their pretty fancy flickery things. I mean...
flickery things.
It's one of those things, and I've noticed in a lot of anime and a lot of graphic novels, that I kind of just, you flip through the pages where there's action going on, and then the characters tell you what just happened. And you're like, oh, okay, now I get it.
Yes.
I liked the voices, but of course it's going to be dubbed when it hits G4.
When it hits G4, they've got some pretty high-powered voices coming. I don't remember, I should have written it down, but they've got some good names coming, so I think the voice acting will be pretty good for at least your main characters.
We'll have to see. I was rather impressed with the Japanese voices. I mean, it's always funny to watch something like that because their consonants in Japan are not the same as we have here. It's not Wolverine, it's Wolverine. And it just, you just kind of giggle.
Like that.
It just kind of amuses
you. You can't help it.
The weird thing about all three of these series is that they're all going to take place in Japan.
Oh.
So it started back in New York at the headquarters, but something is going on in Japan where one of the mutants, they've heard word of a mutant that's disappeared, and Dr. X can't find any mutants in that area. Whatever his detection machine is,
Cerebral.
he can't pick it up. There's nothing in this particular area of Japan, so he's sending the X-Men to go find out what happened. It opens with, we lose Phoenix at the very opening.
Oh!
Like, that's what you see happen. So, Cyclops is kind of reeling through all of that stuff. That occurs like 8 times in the opening 3 minutes.
Ooh. You might want to fast forward through that little part.
You kind of know what's going to happen, So they fly over to Japan, and it's going to take place in Japan, and apparently all 3 of those, Wolverine and Iron Man and X-Men, all take place in Japan.
Nice. Now, you said you saw the first 3 episodes?
It was just the first episode.
Oh, just first
I've
one?
just seen the first episode. Okay. I've seen the opening sequences for all 3 of them.
Okay.
I hesitate to say this because I didn't like the X-Men art at first, but I don't like how Wolverine looks.
I've seen pictures, and it's
peculiar.
We're used to seeing Wolverine as short, stocky, and built like Wolverine. He's not in this. He's taller, more skinny, and it looks weird.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's like emo Wolverine, like emo band.
It's anime.
It is.
At least he doesn't look like a chick.
It's true. Oh my god, if you've seen the first images that they had of him, really, really bad. He had like this skunk faux hawk thing, and it was not good. Not good. They yanked that. Iron Man doesn't look as objectionable, but it's just a different art style. I don't know if I'm really feeling it.
So from your mild exposure to X-Men, just X-Men, yes or no?
I'm going to watch it when it hits G4.
Okay.
I will have to, there's some stuff that I heavily prefer it subtitled, and there's some stuff that I'm okay with it dubbed, like Cowboy Bebop. I could watch it either way. It really doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
But, so we'll have to wait and see what they do with the voices and how the voice acting is. But right now I'm saying I'm excited.
There you go. All right,
Something to look forward to.
And to wrap things up, once again, Comics at Rock, Rockin comics that you should get. Up first, speaking of big tie-overs, oh, by the way, I did bring this in because I like the cover. Brightest Day 4th, The 4 Elements, number 23. It's awesome. Get it. But Comics at Rock, seriously, pick up Fear Itself. Get the main title. It's really, really good. In this title, we learn that the Asgardians go away. And Thor and his dad have a falling out.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. So,
I flipped through it. I was digging it.
It's pretty badass. So, Fear Itself, I'm really looking forward to it. Matt Fraction's doing a great job. I really like Stuart Immonen. I can't say his name. I like Stuart's art style because we're tight like that, and I can't say Immonen. I can't say it again. May as well be something.
Anonymity.
I don't even know what it. I could pronounce it right now and not even know. So sorry, Stuart. I screwed it up. But that's my choice for this week for Rock, Comics at Rock. Pick up Fear Itself because it's awesome. And I think that's it for me today.
That's it. We're done then.
All right, we're out. Until next time, I'm Zach.
I'm Amy.
Bye.
Bye.
Good job.